Hello and welcome to another edition of Ask Ben W, the video series where I get to tackle exactly one question as I walk from my parked car to my office in Denver Public Schools. Today's very rainy edition has the question that goes something like this. What is the role of the introvert in a professional learning event? This question is courtesy of a book that I am reading called Quiet, The Power of Introverts, I believe is the name of the book. Been reading it for the last few days and really enjoying just how much it talks about embracing the power of being an introvert and of introversion in general, and sort of what the unique opportunities are as an introverted person. And so this book has some really great things that are sort of components of understanding yourself and components of understanding others in a way that does not hold up extroversion or just being sort of outwardly expressive as the ideal, and everything else is sort of deviations from that ideal. And so with that in mind, it made me think a lot about all of the introverts that will be present at the Digital Educator and Personalized Learning Academy happening on June 16th and 17th in DPS. And it made me think that we should not only plan an event for the extroverts, for people who want to express themselves all of the time and who want to, share a lot of their thinking out loud all of the time. What role is there for someone who is going to do more introspection and who will require maybe more times to think and to process and to consider the impacts for the classroom in a I would say more dedicated way or even an intentional way than someone who is very much just looking at the experiential and the expressive components. And so it made me think that the way in which we design the event is going to be really important for us to consider who our audience is and how to support people in their thinking and reflection. But it also made me think about the way in which we're supporting facilitators for the event. If we are supporting facilitators in being able to provide lots of time for pausing and thinking and maybe even writing and quiet reflection, those kinds of things, where that's not like abnormal or that we have to fill in every space with just sort of loud and socially maybe even exhausting moments. Because I think that there's a lot of value in just the silence of a session and not having to fill everything with more. And so, that's kind of how I've been thinking about sort of supporting both myself as an introvert, but that has a lot of extroverted tendencies, or that I can try it on and play that role if it is required of me. And I think that a lot of folks find themselves in that position, even if they aren't sort of all the way to the introverted side of the spectrum. They still feel like they have to perform at a professional learning event where lots of other educators are. And so how can we allow for people to not feel like they have to perform, to not feel like they have to assume some strange role just so that they can get the learning that they need? And so, I'm really interested in any thoughts that you might have for supporting people in their own learning needs, so that they don't have to be like you know, putting on a mask just so that they can get through a PD event, or that they don't want to even come because they know what they will have to, you know, put on this somewhat superficial role in order to gain access to some great learning opportunities. And so anyway, those are some of my thoughts. If you have some thinking, please leave a comment. And if you want to ask me a question, please do so with the hashtag AskBenW. Love to tackle it on the next walk to work. I hope you have a great day of learning.